Hi, so today we have Rodrigo here. He's one of our international students who completed all his training from private all the way to commercial multi in just 6 months. So we do have a few questions for you just to see how your experience went. So let's get to it. So first, what really motivated you to leave your country at 17 to become a pilot? And what did you feel the day you made that decision?
What really motivated me to do this, it's basically that I knew I could get the best education here. It was safe for me too, because in Mexico, aviation may not be as safe as it can be here. I did a whole research of schools. I ended up in this one and I ended up liking it a lot. And I felt honestly a bit scared maybe at the beginning, because it's a big change coming here alone after being with my family all my life and have adult responsibilities and everything. But I ended up getting used to it pretty fast and I liked it.
So what made you decide to fly with Aviator Zone?
So as I told you, I did a research of many schools, and we started checking reviews and we would call some schools. Also, my dad came to the school at the beginning and he saw everything. He saw the planes. I think he met you.
Yes.
So we like the school a lot, and they have a lot of instructors, availability. It's a great school, honestly. I think it was the best choice.
When you look back and remember your first day here with no experience and starting from zero, what would you say today to that version of yourself?
I would tell him to make sure that he's capable of doing this, because I think you know it too. You train here. All of us from the beginning, we think we're like, how am I gonna do this?
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, so
Yeah.
definitely.
So it is pretty difficult at the beginning. Now I would tell him, like, now I say it's easy. So it's just part of the training. You're gonna get used to it and you're gonna be proficient. Look at you now. You have your multi-engine. So yeah, it's not impossible.
Yeah. And then completing your commercial license in 6 months is extraordinary. What sacrifices did you make that almost no one sees?
I would say the biggest sacrifice of doing this is being alone or being far from my family, because being 17 and living far away from home and having adult responsibilities and everything, your life changes completely from one day to another. So I would say that's the biggest sacrifice and the hardest part, but I still ended up getting used to it pretty fast and I'm here now.
You were here for a short amount of time.
It was pretty short.
Not too long.
Yeah, very short.
What do you think was the one thing that allowed you to be so successful in completing your course in just 6 months? So like, what did you do? What were some ways that you studied?
So being honest, the biggest thing is having the economical freedom of doing this, because it's very expensive. And I thank my dad and my family for giving me this opportunity. And second, after having that help, I would say just coming here every day, being disciplined, staying constant, not surrendering, because there were a lot of times that I thought I couldn't do it, but I just kept going. So I think that's the whole point. That's how you will make it.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
And then, was there ever a moment when you thought you wouldn't make it, which you kind of told me on the last one? What happened and how did you overcome it? So like, what made you move forward from that?
The time that I felt that the most was during the last part of my private license. I was about to do my end of course test and I didn't get it. Like, I failed it like twice. So I really thought I wasn't gonna be able to do it. I was stressed, I was concerned, because I was also spending a lot of time here, flying more than I was supposed to. But I ended up just getting it. It's just part of flying more and fixing your mistakes, because that's how you learn. And yeah, that ended up being the best of my check rates, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely the private pilot one is the trickiest one because it's new to you. Everything's very new. I mean, it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
What was the most emotionally difficult part of studying in another country at such a young age, and what kept you going during those moments?
I would say, being lonely. I think that's the biggest part. I don't know, I think it's very easy to get used to it, because I was still coming here daily, so I was,
You were more here than you were at home.
yeah, and I was distracted, so I wouldn't even feel it. When I felt it the most was waiting for check rides or something, because I had nothing to do, nothing. So yeah, that's what I did, and how I overcame it. It was just,
Beyond the license itself, how did this journey change you as a person?
I think I grew up a lot as a person. Like, I think I aged more than 6 months.
You definitely matured a lot more from when we saw you here at
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah, definitely. And yeah, I think that's the biggest part.
And then if your parents or family were listening to you right now, what would you like to say to them?
That I thank them for everything. They've been here through all the process. Thank you for being here, and also for providing me with all the needs I needed here, because I know it's not easy to have this and do this as quick as I did. So yeah, just a big thank you, and I love you to my family.
And then what would you say today to a young person like you who dreams of flying but believes it is impossible? So any advice you would give to anybody that's coming in like you?
I would tell them that it's not impossible. Of course, in this career, the economical part is a very big thing. But as long as you stay consistent and you keep trying, you don't surrender, you're gonna make it. It's for sure you're gonna make it.
Thank you so much, Rodrigo. We were so happy that you were here to get your private, instrument, commercial, and multi with us. Hopefully we'll see you around flying in the skies.
Thank you.